Hello everyone, so today is Father's Day, so before I start this review about the movie I just witnessed tonight, I want to wish my dad a happy Father's Day on camera. I will definitely do it also in real life. And also, happy Father's Day to my friends who are parents, happy Father's Day to the people of the world, father figures, everybody who has helped raise children, hopefully in a very positive, enlightening, and somewhat successful way. So having said all that, let's talk about a family, a very unique family. I saw a documentary, real life documentary that I've been wanting to see for about a month now called The Wolfpack. And this is about a family called the Angelos or the Angelos. I can't pronounce what their first names are, very unique first names, but I think their last name is Angelos or Angelos or something like that. And they consist of a husband and wife and 6 boys and 1 girl. And they did want to have more children, but sadly the mom wasn't able to have more children after having 7, which, yeah, that's a lot of kids to begin with. They live in Manhattan, Lower East Side, New York City. But what's so unique about them is that their dad has a definitely interesting point of view of life and of the country that he lives in and how he wanted to raise his children. And so because of all this, some interesting things have happened to his kids and what they've enjoyed because of what they've experienced. And what makes them so unique is that their father is very overprotective and very overprotective of his family. So they were never really allowed to leave their apartment. The only ones who was allowed to leave their apartment was maybe the mom and the dad to get food and you know, whatever, get new supplies. But they lived high up in some apartment complex in Lower East Side Manhattan. But for some reason he was very overprotective of his family. But he let pop culture kind of come into their lives, especially the 6 boys, through music and movies. So these kids love film. They live film, they breathe film. It was their way of kind of being outside. And through this film, we get to meet the 6 boys. We kind of get to meet their sister, not much. She's kind of in the background. We get to really meet the mother and slightly meet the father, who's probably was able to really give this whole documentary permission to actually come into these people's lives and kind of invade their lives and show the uniqueness of what they have been doing for the last probably 15 years and this bond that has happened between these 6 brothers as they reenact the movies that they love, from the Dark Knight trilogy to films of Quentin Tarantino. There's some scenes in the film where they're reenacting, actually the movie begins when they're reenacting Reservoir Dogs, and then there's a moment in the film where you see them reenact Pulp Fiction, which I thought was very humorous. But this was just an interesting look at some interesting lives. And we get to hear some of their stories of how they finally got out into the world to explore the world, maybe the possibility of getting jobs or going to school or furthering whatever education they've received inside the home, thanks to their mother. And what really intrigued me about watching this movie from the beginning, of course, since I love cinema, is that these kids were so closed in and weren't allowed to do much. They were allowed to do anything they wanted, create things, make fake guns, make fake outfits out of cardboard, and do all these amazing things inside the comforts of their own home, but they weren't allowed to leave their home to explore the world, socialize, and become part of society just because whatever their father believed. And it's such a unique experience because they look like they've learned a lot of what's going on in the world through the magic of movies. And yeah, they're different. But for me, as I was watching them, they didn't seem as cuckoo crazy as you would suspect. They realized that movies were fantasy, but it was also a way to escape the reality that they were in at the time. And a way for them to express themselves as well, especially when the fact that they want to get out in the world, but they're not allowed, thanks to their dad, who's very controlling, but at the same time seems like this weird spiritual aspect to him as well. that he realized that his kids are growing up and they're eventually going to want to break out and see the world. But I like the bond that these brothers had and the access that the filmmakers had as well. First-time filmmakers, I would like to, now that I've seen this film, I would honestly like to see how this film actually came to life, how the filmmakers got involved with the subject, and the behind the scenes of the making of this documentary. That's, to me, now that I've seen this film, that's the thing I want to hear about now. I'd like to hear if I can maybe online or something to find out the making of this movie, because it's an extremely fascinating look at these people's lives. And you think your family's unique, weird, strange, got serious issues and problems, check out this family. I don't know if anybody else is living their lives like this, where they're such a tight family unit, and they're closed in, but they still appreciate, or at least they're allowed to appreciate, pop culture, music, because there's some scenes of the kids all dressed up as Kiss, the band Kiss, and then, they're reenacting their favorite movies, as I said before, from the Batman Nolan movies and Quentin Tarantino, and there's probably other stuff that they've recreated for their own enjoyment. Extremely fascinating film. Unlike anything I've seen when it comes to documentaries about families, and made me look at my own life and see, like, yeah, I got weird parents, I've got a weird family that I love, and we may not agree on everything or get along with everything, but nothing can compare to what this family is like and what they've gone through as they've bonded together in this very unique way. And I really, after watching this film, would be extremely interested to see what's up with this family now and how they've grown as they've finally got a chance to explore the outside even more as they're getting older, because they're getting older. I don't know how old they are now, but this was a big hit at Sundance, won some awards, I believe, and I'm assuming people have already heard about it or talked about it, but I'm really glad I finally got a chance to see it. It's a very thought-provoking film about life and about these interesting points of view from these people, these kids. And if I could maybe know more about, like, why these parents wanted to do something like this. I mean, they do explore that a little bit. They're more interested, focused on the kids, especially the six brothers. But I also would like to know more about how the sister and how she's be able to deal with this lifestyle, being the only girl besides the mom in this family. So a lot of interesting things and ideas going through my head right now. Comment box below. Have you seen the Wolfpack? What did you think about it? Did you get a chance to see it at Sundance? Start a dialogue. And that's all I got to say about Wolfpack. Really great documentary, and for that I'm going to give it a solid 3.5 stars out of 4. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.